Walking up the stairs used to be impossible for this woman, but a medical breakthrough is changing her life. Chronic pain keeps thousands of Minnesotans from living life to the fullest.
Whether you have migraines, a bum knee, or a bad back, a brand new device may offer some hope. The new technology combines the principles of acupressure and electronic stimulation. And as KARE 11's Mark Daly tells us, patients say it's the miracle they've been waiting for.
I was bent like this, making a bed, and I couldn't hardly lift it or tuck it in, and I knew I was in a lot of trouble.
So intense was the pain that Ramona Grove describes it as a living hell.
Burning, horrible pain.
That was back in 1988. For more than a decade, Ramona says, virtually her entire body felt like it was on fire.
I couldn't do much of anything. It was so painful for me to do it.
She wore braces on her wrists, elbows, and knees. Simply walking up the steps was torture.
Now I can walk up the stairs. Before I had to go like this because I couldn't walk up. It hurt too much.
Those days are over. Recently, Ramona found a cure for her chronic pain. What finally worked for you?
The STS.
And I couldn't do this before I did the STS. There was just no way my ankle would go forward.
Like Ramona, Tammy Stevens was a longtime chronic pain sufferer.
Ouch.
To the inside of the arch here.
I was always active, track, volleyball when I was in high school. Been around horses all my life. I break and train, and since my accident, I've pretty much, well, I can't train horses anymore.
Tammy severely sprained her right ankle, stepping off a tractor 2 years ago. The 2 surgeries couldn't get rid of the pain.
Let me know when you start to feel it.
But something called STS, Sympathetic Therapy System, seems to be doing the trick.
It's almost like a massage, kind of a tingle, but it feels good, actually.
On the wrist.
Physical therapist Dave Solheim says the majority of his patients who've tried it have shown great improvement.
I would say most of them have been excellent. The other, out of the 6, 4 would be excellent, 2 would be good.
By hooking up electrodes to various acupressure points, Solheim says STS alters the way patients perceive pain. If you're like most people and you really don't know much about the human nervous system, then you might think that sympathetic therapy is nothing more than medical quackery. Well, if you're a skeptic, think about this. The FDA has approved this device, and a clinical study shows that for many people with chronic pain, it really works. The study, which was conducted in Texas, examined the effects of sympathetic therapy on nearly 200 patients. 1/3 of the patients reported achieving total pain relief. An additional 58% reported mild to significant pain reduction. Only 9% reported no reduction in pain. In addition, 85% of the chronic pain patients reported a significant increase in their daily activities. 70% were able to greatly reduce their pain medications, and 3 out of 4 reported sleeping much better after undergoing sympathetic therapy.
How's the knee been?
The knee's been really good.
Before STS, Mary Shoup suffered excruciating pain in her right knee.
It's like something is going to pop and explode and pieces are going to go all over.
Now, after 3 months of treatment, Mary no longer needs pain medication, and she's once again enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I sing in a choir, and I can actually stand and sing now. Since this started, I used to have to hold on to a railing or hold on to the person next to me.
Anywhere from headache to low back to foot pain. People who deal with chronic pain, it truly affects their life in every area.
Emotionally, it totally wiped me out.
Diagnosed with something called myofascial pain syndrome.
Are you feeling anything yet?
Donna Berry is another chronic pain sufferer who swears by STS.
I had not had human touch on my shoulders for over 1.5 years because they were so sensitive. It hurt so bad. My husband now can rub in lotion for a good 3-4 minutes a day, and I didn't know I missed human touch so much. It's fantastic.
Sympathetic Therapy System. It may look like just another dubious medical device, but don't tell that to those who say they're living proof it really works.
I don't need these.
Mark Daly, KARE 11 News.
I take them off, I put them away in the closet.
If you'd like to learn more about the Sympathetic Therapy System, log on to KARE11.com and click on Extras. That link will also tell you which local doctors and clinics use STS and how much it costs.
This man battled excruciating pain for years, but he's finally found a cure, and he's not alone. From bum knees to bad backs, new medical devices easing pain for people all over the Twin Cities. We first told you about Sympathetic Therapy System in November, and the response was overwhelming. Hundreds of viewers called and emailed us wanting more information on STS. And since our story first aired, the number of clinics offering the treatment has doubled. In tonight's Extra, KARE 11's Mark Daly shows us how STS has made big believers out of some harsh skeptics.
Let's go.
4 months ago, Mike Boland could only dream about going for a jog with his daughter.
It started out feeling like I was walking on golf balls.
A burning sensation in Mike's feet quickly spread up his legs and then to his hands, arms, and chest. Even his face felt like it was on fire.
You just can't stand that kind of pain 24 hours a day without being frustrated and exhausted. It was something that I was basically told I had to live with.
The doctors diagnosed peripheral neuropathy, an excruciating nerve condition epitomized by Mike's high-voltage shoes.
It's like burning an electricity in your feet. It's literally like having your feet electrocuted. If you took your shoes off and you stepped like this, that's what neuropathy feels like. Little like walking on that all the time. All these little pointy things, that's what it feels like. Just like that, everywhere you go. And that's the way I walked for 3 years, just like that.
For 4 long years, Mike endured the pain.
Things were looking bleak, and then I saw the KARE 11 report on the STS, and first thing I thought was, snake oil. Here's another one of those things, but thought, hey, this might be an opportunity.
To the inside of the arch here.
Late last year, KARE 11 News first reported about STS, Sympathetic Therapy System.
On the wrist.
STS is a device that changes the way some people perceive pain by delivering electrical stimulation throughout their sympathetic nervous system.
Anywhere from headache to low back to foot pain. People who deal with chronic pain, it truly affects their life in every area.
Last November, we told you about a Texas study involving nearly 200 patients who used STS. 1/3 of those patients reported achieving total pain relief. An additional 58% reported mild to significant pain reduction. Only 9% reported no reduction in pain.
And a yellow one.
Since that first story aired, many more chronic pain sufferers, like Sue Rainey of St. Paul, started using STS.
Usually, after I have a treatment, I have a couple hours that I can maybe cut my pain in half, and then it'll start coming back again.
Sue bought a home STS unit for $4,000, but most users get treated at physical therapy clinics, which charge about $100 a session.
I would rather go through the pain of a labor than to have put the foot down.
After severely injuring her left ankle,
I could not stand on it like this. I certainly couldn't go on one foot.
Michelle McCusick found relief with a combination of nerve blocks and STS.
It works. It really works.
Others have experienced similar results.
I would say in our patients, about 70% of the patients get better. For those that it works for, it works very well.
The therapists say several factors may explain why some patients get better results with the STS than others. Smokers, for instance, tend not to do as well. And nobody should expect immediate pain relief. It often takes 10 or more sessions.
I was a little skeptical at first.
Chiropractor Brad Adams says most of his patients have had good results with STS. His only complaint is with insurance companies.
So we don't even try to build the insurance anymore, because it's ultimately comes to we're not paying for it.
All right, let's go. Insurance is a problem for Mike Boland as well. 2 months after his last STS session, Mike's neuropathy is now creeping back. He'd like more treatments, but his insurance company won't pay for them. Despite the recent setbacks, Mike highly recommends STS for anyone suffering from chronic pain.
The worst that could happen is nothing. The best that could happen is you be like me and get fully cured, and your life will turn around.
Mark Daly, KARE 11 News.
If you'd like more information on STS, how it works, and which clinics in your area offer the treatment, go to KARE11.com and click on featured links. If you don't have a computer, call 1-800-874-6251.